Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So it's Friday Freebie Day and it's so exciting because this is our 100th Friday Freebie. So how exciting is that? So first of all, I just want to say a big thank you to you all for all your suggestions on the Friday Freebie. I have got lots of things now for lots of Friday freebies, lots and lots of ideas. So I'm really pleased and thank you so much for all your input. Now, I try to pick something which is sort of like covers everybody. So I wanted something pretty, and I've got dragonflies in here, I've got some butterflies, and I've got some little bugs and flowers. So I think it was sort of like, it's a really lovely one. So we have 5 pages for you today. So it's not the one, we have got a nice little kit for you. So to start off with, I have got a lovely envelope. Now this, as I was designing this, all these pages, I've actually come up with another kit to go into my Etsy shop. Well, actually it's I've got lots of different kits coming from this one, so it gave me lots and lots of ideas. So I'm going to just flip through those for you after I've showed you what you've got for your Friday freebie. So we've got this beautiful envelope, and then we have got these lovely letters, so we can just cut those out and pop those into the envelope. They fit lovely. I'm going to show you what I've made with them as well, and then we will be doing it all together. I have this, which is a journal cover. This is the spine, so it just sort of like folds in half, so that's the front of your journal, and we've got a lovely little sort of dragonfly on there. And I've got a plain, not a plain paper, but a lovely one to go on the back of this, so you can just print this on the back like that, and then that's the inside of your journal if you wanted to print it, depending on how thick you want it. So that's your journal cover, and then we have a lovely page of embellishments to go with it. So I have 2 pockets, I have 2 lovely sort of like fold in half journal cards, some lovely little embellishments here, some tags, and a lovely, this is what I've used to make a pocket on the front of our envelope. So these I've made to go onto these, so that goes on that, and then I've made a little hidden paper clip with this one. So I'm going to show you exactly what I have been making as well. So you can print this off and you can craft along with me if you like, and I'm just loving it. So I really hope you love it as much as I do. I think it's beautiful, and the kit it's going to go with it, which will be in my Etsy shop, is called A Fabulous Floral Garden. So I wanted it to be something with an FF because it was Friday Freebie, so we did a fabulous floral, but it's sort of like garden, so we popped garden on the end, and I just think it's fabulous. So there we go guys, so you've got 5 pages, so they are all on the Facebook page ready for you to print off. They will be as well in my Etsy shop and my Ko-fi shop if you are not a member of my Facebook group, and they will be in there today, the set of 4 from the last month. So that will be there ready, so everybody can print them and make them with me today if you want to. So okay, so that's your Friday freebie. Now what I wanted to show, Andy has given me a list here so I don't forget everything, but no doubt I probably will. Now I have made those lovely things into beautiful papers. So this is called A Fabulous Floral Garden Paper Pack. Now we've got 16 pages on here, and this is available on Etsy and also in the Ko-fi shop. Now if you're a Ko-fi member, Ko-fi supporter and a Ko-fi member, you will automatically get 25% off when you are logged in on your Ko-fi account if you purchase from Ko-fi. So that's on there now. So I'm just going to quickly flip you through these because they are just gorgeous. I just want to flip through all of the pages because we've got lots to look at. So I just want to show you, just in case at some point in the future you would like to purchase these, I want to give a flip through of what they all look like. Look at that, just beautiful. I'm loving them. I could have made so many different papers with all this. I just had lovely, these are just plain ones, sort of like backing ones, which are great to go on the back of the print, on the back of the actual paper pack. But you get 16 pages in that one. So that one's called the Fabulous Florals Garden Paper Pack. And I'll pop that one to the side. This is another one, which is an embellishment pack. So we've got the embellishments as well, which I just love. Just loving all the colours on here. So we've got 12 pages in here of beautiful embellishments. And we've got another journal cover on there, which I'm just loving. So I'm going to be using these in a future video as well. Look at those beautiful journal cards. Look, we've got little grasshoppers and ladybugs, and we've got praying mantis and bumblebees and all sorts of things. I think they're just beautiful. Love it. Couple of envelopes on there which the journal cards will fit into, some big tags, and these are all the pages which are smaller that we like to do in the postcard form. So there we go, quick flip. And then this one here, which I've got, this is just a pattern paper pack. Now this has got 8 pages in it, and this pack here, if you are a Ko-fi monthly supporter, this is going to be free for you. So pop over to Ko-fi and print this off. So this whole pack, as a thank you as well for my supporters, you will get this free on Ko-fi. So that's the monthly supporters. So we got dragonflies, lovely flowers. We've got the ladybugs, and it's got like a lace background on this, which I just adore. Look at those gorgeous snails. Lovely. We've got some like poppies on there, some butterflies and some flowers. So beautiful, loving them. And then the last one here, this is for all of my Ko-fi members. So this is exclusive for Ko-fi. So if you are a one-off supporter or a monthly member, you will get this. And I'm loving them because this is how I am going to show you what I've made with these. They're little pockets with little tags, look. And I've just put, look, this is what my little flowers, seam binding flowers I was making in a video. And that is your little tag. So I love it. So you've got 2 little tags in there and 2 little pockets with a beautiful dragonfly on there. I'm loving it. So this one is exclusive for Ko-fi. So there we go. So that is all of my papers. I do apologize, but I just want to show you for future reference for you. Now, this is what I have made with the 100th Friday freebie. So we have this beautiful envelope, and then we have this lovely little sort of like folder that I've made. So let's just show you the folder here. Now these are the little flowers, aren't they? The little seam binding flowers that I wanted to make in the last video, and I just wanted to pop it on there as the closure. So, and then that's the back, which I am loving. So I'm going to open this up. We will be making this in the video, or one very, very similar. So I just want to show you this first. So I've got 2 little pockets. That's why I put the pockets, and then I pop these on the top. A little bit of seam binding and cheesecloth, and our little flowers. And these are the little fold up journal cards. And what I did, I just got my little corner punch and rounded the ends like that. And then we've got the other one in there, which I just love. And what I did, I printed the actual cover off twice, and I've cut this bit down to make sort of like a belly band to pop one of the little letters in. Look at that, snail. And I thought it was quite funny because I thought it would be snail mail. So Andy did roll his eyes at me when I said that, but I thought it was lovely. So that's really nice. So you can tuck your little letters or whatever in there. This is just giving you an idea. Obviously you don't have to make it like this. And then I've done the same again here. So I've just gone over, I don't know whether you can see in there, it's the same pattern, but I've just cut it off and I've just made like a little pocket. And that's to pop in the other little letter on there, which I love. And then I've just got the seam binding on here, and the little rose trim, of course, And then I've just got this here. This is about 9 inches long, because I do get asked how long do I have my little bow closures, and they're about 9 inches. So that's 9 inches. So that's what it gives you. So it looks like that. So a rough idea, but don't you think that is just lovely? And in our envelope, I've made a little hidden paper clip with this one, like that. So we will be making that as well. I've done the 2 tags. I have added the little bit of stickles on there just to give it a little bit of sparkle, and then I popped some book paper on the back like that. And this is the little pocket. That's the little bit which I made the pocket sort of like matches with the paper. That's one of our little flowers that we did. I'm loving it. And then on the back, I just love this envelope. I think it's gorgeous. I've just popped the Penny Magazine papers on the back of there as well. And then I've just used the 2 letters to go inside. But again, you just pop whatever you like in there. But I just absolutely love it. And then we've got our little hidden paper clip, if I can get that on there. There we go. And then our 2 lovely little tags just pop in there. So that is your 100th Friday freebie, and I am just loving it. So let me just recap and show you what you will actually get. So pop over to the Facebook group. If you're not on Facebook, you can still get this from the Etsy shop or from the Ko-fi. It's at a minimal price, and it's just so that everybody can get it. It's just to cover my costs if I'm selling it in the shop and you're not on Facebook. But if you're on Facebook, pop over there right now and download it. You know these aren't going to be on there for, they'll probably be on there for 2-3 months. But download it even if you're not going to use it now. Make sure you have it. So you have your lovely envelope. You have your beautiful little papers, writing papers to go in it. You have your embellishments on there. You've got a backing paper. And you have the cover of your journal. So I will be back. I'm going to tidy myself up, get everything put away, and then get this cut out, and we will be making this together, and I'll show you how I've done it. So there we go, guys. I will be back 2 minutes. Okay, guys, so I'm back. I have cut everything out. I have printed off the little letters. I printed 2 of them off because I want 2 for the envelope and 2 for the little sort of journal, or the little folder that we're making. So I've printed 2 of those off. One of them I printed with the paper that you get with it, and the other one I have printed off with just one of the backing papers on there, which I think looks really nice. So I'm going to pop those to the side for a minute. I have cut out the envelope, and what I would like to do, I'm just going to pop a little bit of book paper on the top of that, so when we fold it over you don't see that. And then I also want to print I didn't cut these out because I want to put some book paper on the back of those as well. So I'm going to do that now, so they're ready and drying. I've cut out the little embellishments here, so we will be making those. I did go down through here with I just scored it so they're easier to fold over for the little pockets. So they're done. I printed 2 of these off. One's for the pocket for the envelope, and then one is for the hidden paper clip, but you don't have to print it off twice if you don't want to. Just use a spare bit of scrap paper or something that you've got for the paper clip, like that. And then I've got the 2 little fold over journal cards. So what I'm going to do first, just before I do the cover, because I've also printed 2 of the covers off, because I just want this bit as well to cut off. So I'm going to make the cover. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this in. This is the Penny Magazine papers. So all as I want to do, I'm just going to rip a little bit off like this, and I just want to turn it over and stick it on there like that, just before I'm going to score around those lines as well. So where is my glue? I thought I was sort of ready. So let's just pop a little bit of glue on here. I am going to just sew around the top a bit as well, just so it doesn't come off. so it doesn't peel off. So I'll pop this on here, oopsie daisy, and then just try and line that up a little bit. That's it. And then we'll just trim around here. Just get this piece, little envelope ready to go. Like that. Cut that off. Again on the sides. Doesn't matter too much on the sides because we don't see those bits because we fold them in. It's just this top bit we want to get nice and neat if possible. Or you can leave it hanging out, doesn't really matter, however you like to do it. Or you don't have to back it, you can keep it white. It's entirely up to you. So that's that done. And then I just want to back these with a little bit of the paper. So I'll put it this way, like that. Little bit of glue on there. Like that. I'm going to sew around these as well. So I'm just going to stick those on like that. So we can leave those to dry for a minute before we cut them out and sew around them. If I've got glue all over it, let's hope so. So pop those to the side. Now we're going to get on with the cover now. So we've got one of these, let's put it up the right way. I've got a piece of paper which is going to go on the inside of it. And then I've got this one, which is the backing paper. So any piece of paper, I've just got a piece of coffee stain paper here. Just make sure I'm in view here, I'm in the right place. So what I'm going to do, I haven't cut this out. I'm just going to stick this on the back because I want to sort of sew around it. So let's just pop that in the middle-y sort of bit. Just a little bit down there, and I'm going to stick that on there like that, and then I'm going to stick this piece on top like that. So I'm just going to sort of like go down the middle bit. I'm not going to stick it all down, and then put that on top of there like that. Okay. Make sure that's stuck down. I'm just using a bit of a glue stick, and then I'm going to cut this out now. Now they're all stuck together. Let's use this. Oh, I'm going to have to use my other one, I think, but this will do for this side. Let's just a little bit more. Always even it up, you can always tidy it up afterwards. Let's just get the main bits off. It's not going to fit, I'm going to have to get my other cutter. And this one, my Fiskars one, so let's just pop that in there. This one's easier to cut if you want a nice straight line, because you can get it right level, because it's got like a little wire bit in there which you line up with what you want to cut off, and it goes down there. Lovely. Perfect. I will just trim this up. I should have done it. That's better. A little bit more this side, I think. Let's just see if that will be a little bit tidier. Okay. Perfect. And then my scoreboard, and also I'm going to, oops, I've got a piece of paper hanging there. I'm just going to go down this middle line here. So pop that in there and just go down. So it's easier to fold when we have sewn around the outside. Like that, you can see that there. Oops. Okay, so we've got a score line, excuse me, that's done. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to round the edges off like this, because I'm going to have them round because I think it looks really nice with the little rounded edges off like this. I've still got some little white bits on there where I didn't cut it properly, but what I will do, I will ink around there. So that's the cover. These bits are a little bit loose, but we can cut those off. We don't want to glue the whole thing because sometimes it sort of like ruckles it up. So I'm going to be back. I'm going to sew around the inside, the outside of this. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I've just sewn around the outside, so that looks really nice. Let's just chop these little bits off wherever I've put my scissors. Here we go. Just those little bits of thread, and then what we want to do, you just want to, just where that score line is, just fold this in half like that. So we've got our lovely little folder like that. So love it, love it. Now if you didn't want to put, I put the piece of paper in between just to make this a little bit thicker, but if you've got a thicker card, you can just print that on the back of here and then just fold it over, so that would be easy as well to do. So I'm going to just ink around the edge here just a little bit, so then this cover is almost done. Let me just cut these little bits off here. Didn't quite cut properly there. There we go. That's better. Just a little ink around the edge like that. There we go. Perfect. Not going to do the inside, and that's that done. So that's lovely. Right, the next thing we shall do, let's see, where's my little bits and pieces now? I've got all cut up pieces. Let me pop these bits in the bin that I cut off. Let's get, let's open this up, and then let's get our little pockets. So these are the 2 little pockets here. Let's just make these up, shall we? I've already inked around these. I'm going to just fold these ones over like this. I'm just going to use some tacky glue to glue these down. Just fold these over. And this one. I try to get some, well, all the pieces sort of like almost ready to go, so it doesn't take too long, but I think this is going to be a little bit of a longer video than I normally do. Let's ink the edges, shall we? Just a little bit like that. And I'm going to stick these on before I put the embellishments on, because it will be easier to stick down. Perfect. So that's those done, and then I have got the 2 little journaly cards. So let's just fold these in half like that. And then we've got this little one. Oopsie daisy. Oh, I've inked that side. Let me ink this one as well. Let's just go round just so it's got a little bit of colour, but again, you can leave it white if you like it white. So that's done. Let's do this one. It can just be folded, and then what I have done, I've just got my little corner punch and just taken the edges off like that, just so it all matches in. So they go in the pockets. So let's take this here. Now, it doesn't really matter which one goes where. I'm going to put, you've just got to make sure that they fit properly. Let's just put that on top, so it doesn't poke out the top of here. So it's got to go roughly on that line, isn't it then? That's good. Got my little tacky glue in here. Just ink these little bits here. Like that. And like that. And we will stick it on there. And I'll pop that one there. So you can stick them wherever. You can pop them on the other side if you want to, but this is just an idea for you. You can pop it on the front or on the back. It's entirely up to you. So let's just pop you on there. Like that. Perfect. So we've got a little one to go in there. And then we've got this one to go in here. Then we've got our two little embellishments to go on the front like that. Now I'm going to pop some of the cheesecloth. Now this is the cheesecloth that I showed you how to scrunch up. Now I'm going to use the white on here because I do like the white one. Let's see how big a piece we want. Let's just chop this little bit off. So going to use a little bit of Fabri-Tac. It says 3 in 1, but I do have Fabri-Tac in here. I took it out of my big bottle and popped it into that one. There we go. And we're going to pop you on top. Again, you can sew around these little embellishments if you want to. If you have a sewing machine. If you didn't have a sewing machine, make sure you glue this together properly before you fold it over. And you can still make the little folder, but you just don't do it with a sewing machine. Pop this one on. Like that. There we go. Lovely. So there's our lovely little pockets all done. Perfect. Right, this side, what I did on this one, let me just show you. Let me open it up. This one, I just popped this little piece of the front of the journal again on there as a little sort of belly band. So let's take this piece, because I want to cut this piece out and this piece, because this is the piece that I put on the back. So let's pop those out of the way and cut these out. So pop this down here. Chop that there. One. And then I will sew down the sides of it. That one and this one here. There we go. Like that. Perfect. Put these bits to the side. Obviously you can use these, pop these in your stash as well, and then you can use those at a later date. Okay, so which one did we have on the front? This is the one we had on the front, so I'm just going to pop that on there like that. So I am going to just sew around all of it, and then I'm just going to stick it either on either end like that. And then the back one, what I did on here, I did the same thing, sewed around all of it, but I glued this piece down, so we've got a little pocket. The reason I sew it down here so it doesn't rip, it gives it a little bit more stability on that side. So I'm just going to quickly sew around these, so 2 seconds. Okay, so there we go. I have just sewn around the outside of these, and I think it looks really, really nice. Sort of finishes it off nicely, doesn't it? So let's just cut these little pieces off there. We don't want those. Now let's open this up. Let's pop this one onto here like that. So easy peasy, just a little bit of glue. Again, you could actually sew it on if you wanted to, but I don't think, we're only popping some letters in there, so it doesn't need to be glue sewn on really. It looks like it's been sewn on because we've sewn around the outside, so we'll just stick that onto there like that, which is perfect. Stick that down, lovely, and then I'm going to turn it over, and we're going to stick this over the top of this one here. So I'm just going to stick this edge down, and then this will be the little pocket bit. So a little bit of glue. There we go. Perfect. A little bit of glue oozing out. Lovely. So I do like that. So that's the front, that's the back done, and then that's the inside bit. So what we need to do now is just embellish the front piece. So I'm going to turn this over. So this is what it looks like so far. So that's the front. Open it up. We've done our 2 lovely little pockets. I don't need that under me. We've got this, our little belly band, and our little pocket at the back. Make sure that's stuck down, and we just want to embellish the front. I'm going to pop it like this because it's easier. Now I have got some lovely little ribbon here, which is a beautiful pink one, which I'm going to pop down onto here like this, down there, and then the other one I'm going to pop on the other side. So you can use any bits of ribbon, whatever you've got, or you can just use leave the front plain. It's entirely up to you how you decorate everything. I'm just giving you some ideas. So I'm just sticking this down like that. Cut it down, turn it around, chop that off. Perfect. So that sticks nicely. And again, we'll do this side. That on, there we go. Lovely. Perfect. Just chop this little bit off here. If you keep your ribbon on, or your lace on something like this, and then you don't cut it to length, just cut it when it's on there. You don't waste anything. You don't have like little bits left over. If it's possible to do that, that's quite nice. So doesn't that look lovely? So where are we? Let's pop the inside bits in. So we're going to have 2 of these. So we'll have these 2. So let's just fold these in half. Let's pop that there. So how quick was this journal to be made? So I think it's really, really lovely, and I think it's something that you will all be able to do quite easily. Let's just round the corners like this, so we can have that one in there, and we can have our little snail mail in the back like that, which is perfect. Right, so what ribbon shall we have on here? I don't have much of the purple left. I only have a little bit because I used that, didn't I? So let's pop that to the side. We could have blue. I think maybe we will have blue, and one of the little blue flowers will look nice, won't it? Let's take these bits off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take, what did I say? It was about 9 inches. Have I got a ruler here? I don't know. Let me see. Let me measure on here. Okay, so we need about this much. Let's just chop these off. Chop it off at a little diagonal bit there. And then like that. So what I'm going to do with this piece, I'm just going to glue it underneath there like that. Pop a nice blob of glue on there. Put that inside, and then that will stick down. Perfect. And then turn it over. And I'm going from this side because we've got the pocket, so it will hold everything in that's in the pocket as well. So I'm going to just pop a little bit on here. Like that. And I'm going to cover that bit up with a little bit of rose trim. Like this. On there, so I think that looks pretty, doesn't it? A little bit of glue, and that will just stick on there nicely, won't it? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oops, I won't tie it up yet. And then I'm going to stick a little bit, I'm going to pop that on there, and I'm going to pop a little bit of rose trim just either side. So I'm just going to pick 3 of these like this, if I can cut it off, and then these 3. Oh dear, there we go. So let's pop you on first, I think, so we know where to put them. These will take a little while to dry, just to make sure they stick down properly. A little bit of glue on there. Pop you down. This one could go around. And that can just sit there like that. Love it. Okay, perfect. Right, I'm going to leave this for a minute for these to dry, and we will get on with the envelope. So let's just stick that down. Perfect. Okay, pop that to the side. Now I have the envelope here. Let's pop the lid on there. And we have our little tags. So let's just cut our tags out. Where are my scissors? Let's take these. So again, I've just backed them with the book paper, but you can back them with whatever you like to back them with. So we'll just cut them out. It's easier to stick it on the whole thing, the book paper on the whole thing, and cut them out than trying to cut them out both the same size and stick them together. So you get a really nice finish like that on the back. Now, I'm not going to be writing on the back of these. They're just for sort of like decoration. So if you intend to write on the back, obviously pop something that you can write over a plainer piece of paper. But I'm loving this little snail. I think he is really, really cute, isn't he? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just quickly sew around our little tags, and I'm going to just sew around just the top piece of here, like I've done on, what did I do with my other one? Oh, here it is, right in front of me. Here. So I have just sewn just around the little flap on here, on that. I haven't sewn around anything else on there. Oh, actually I did the pocket. Now let's get the little pocket here. I've got the little pocket here, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to sew around this first and stick it on. You can put it on and sew it before you fold it up, but I'm just going to do a sew it round and then stick it on. So that's what I'm going to do for now. I'm just going to quickly sew around these little bits and I will be back. Okay, so perfect. I have just sewn around these. Let's just cut these little bits off like this. Don't need those little bits, do we? So like that. Again, if you haven't got a sewing machine or you don't sew, just leave these little bits out. You don't need to do them. But I do love sewing on the machine. I love sewing paper. It's such fun. So let's have a go at this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually fold this first, and I need my little scoreboard. Let's make sure we can try and get these a little bit even on here. Right, I'm gonna just score down the ends, down the little side bits, the little foldy bits. So we do that one. And this one down here and here. Perfect. I don't think I sewed around that. Oh, I did. I actually sewed around this bit, but I haven't done it this time, but that doesn't matter. Let's just ink it a little bit. Like that, just a little bit. Okay, so let's fold this up, fold this piece in. Doesn't matter about this because we don't see the inside. Fold that up, we'll fold our little side bits in, these little side bits in, and then this is what we need to glue together. So where's our glue? Normally I'll just glue, oops, please don't dry up. It's really hot in here. I've got the window open as well. We have an absolutely amazing weather today. Summer is definitely around the corner. So I'm going to have a very lazy weekend this weekend. We're going to have nice barbecues in the garden because it's beautiful. There we go. A little bit of glue down here, and then we'll just stick this together. Love it. Just love these papers, and I just love it. We've got a little praying mantis on there, a little butterfly, got a little spider, got a little bee up there, little hidden ones in there. I think they're beautiful. So let's just fold you over as well. And there is our gorgeous envelope. Love it. Okay, let's pop you over there, be easier. Now I'm going to stick this onto here, but I'm going to use a little bit of cheesecloth underneath. Now I use this sort of beigey one, the natural colour one under there, but I'm going to use the white on here. Let's just cut a little bit of this off. I think these are my scissors that don't cut. There we go. Well, they don't like cutting fabric anyway. let's just pop a little bit of this onto here. Stick you on. Like that. And then just a little bit down the sides. Oops. And then we can stick you on the front like that. Perfect. Then I'm going to get a little bit more of this trim. Just pop it along the top. Now I'm going to cut this off here. Like that. A little bit of glue. Stick you on. So if you sort of like try and use the same sort of like lace and ribbon that you did on the journal, then they will match, won't they? So that looks nice, doesn't it? Now I think I did put a little bit of my rose trim because these colours just go perfect, don't they? And I just love this. Love it. Not easy to get hold of anymore though. I tried to get some more and it's sort of like all sold out. So I will have to find something else to use, won't I? So let's pop this. We'll have to find another trim or something to use. Stick that down. There we go. That can sit on there. And I think it just makes it look so pretty. And then we are going to use some of our pretty little flowers. Now I put the green one on the last one and I just think it looks so pretty because it looks sort of like very gardeny, doesn't it? So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to add a little bit of this, I think, just underneath, just for him to sit on, like that. On there. Stick our little flower. Perfect. So I hope you made some of these little flowers to pop on here. So doesn't that look so pretty? Love it. Right, let's get on and finish the little tags for a minute, which are here. Now I'm going to get my, and just pop a little eyelet in the top. Little white ones here somewhere. 2 of those. Get my little crocodile out here and make a couple of little holes in there. Just there at the top. Oops, it didn't go through very well. There we go. Pop these in. So turn it over and just squeeze. These ones I don't think quite fit. I got them off a Spanish company, but they're not quite the right size, I don't think, but they still work. There we go, that's perfect. And now we will have a little bit of our lovely little ribbon on here. So let's have one in green. Now I'm going to just scrunch this up like this, just to shabby it a little bit, because I did iron it just to make the flowers, because it's a lot easier to do. So let's just pull that through if I can. These are quite small little eyelets. Just pop that, chop that off. that through. I did order a tiny, well not tiny, I don't think it's tiny, a little tabletop ironing board for when I do the papers, when I iron my tea stain paper, coffee stain paper, because I'm going to start making that again soon because we have such lovely weather. I need to restock, so I will be doing that as well. So I've ordered a little tabletop ironing board, so that should be arriving today, I'm hoping, just so I can pop it on my table and do the ironing, and also little bits of fabric that I want to iron and things like that. It's so much, I'm hoping it's going to be so much easier than taking out my big ironing board. We shall see. I will show it to you when it arrives. So let's just pop this through there. Again, if you don't have seam binding or anything like this, just use little bits of ribbon. You can also use little bits of lovely sort of like burlappy string and things like that. So I'm just going to pop those in the pocket like that, which I think look lovely. Okay, so guys, we are nearly done. Let's see how this is dry. I'm going to finish that off in a minute. We need to make the hidden paper clip as well. So, but first of all, I just want to give this a few little flowers in here. Let me put these to the side. So let's see, shall we have the little blue one on there? That goes nicely, doesn't it? And then we'll have the purple one on here, and then we'll have the red one there, and that one goes that side. Let's have a little bit of glue. Maybe I'll have one with a pearl on. Let's put the pearly one. What's that one got? Pearl in it. Just think these little flowers just add something pretty, don't they? There we go. I think I did quite a good colour match on this one, on this blue, like that. Let's stick you down, and then we'll pop, let's pop a little bit of this under here. A little bit of cheesecloth, like that. Just pop you on here. Like that. A bit of glue, and then we just need to leave these just quickly to dry on there. So okay, so that's that one, and then I do need to put, actually let's just pop a little bit of our stickles on here, because I do love the stickles. Just brings out, this is just on the little sort of, I think is a dragonfly, and what shall we have, a little bit on the butterfly wings here, and a little bit on the flower. I will do the front in a minute. So that's that one. Let's just leave that to the side to dry, and we will just make a little quick hidden paper clip to close the envelope. So let's get all our bits and pieces. I keep leaving this open, which I shouldn't really. Now I have got the extra piece here. I have also got a paper clip, and I've got a little scrap piece of paper like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this in half. Well, not quite in half, which I probably should have folded it in half. Let's have a look. No, that's fine. Fold this one in half, like that. I want that butterfly, that dragonfly, I think, on the back. I'm going to put the paper clip on here, like that, and then that will just sit on top, like that. So I'm going to glue this, glue oozing out everywhere. Let's just glue this all over, like that. A bit excessive there, I think, with the glue, but there we go. Let's just stick that down. on there, like that. Turn that over, wipe all that glue off, take this off. I think I will just glue this one like that. Super simple to make little hidden paper clips, and because the reason I did it as a hidden one is because we've got sewing on here, the paper clip won't catch on the sewing on there and get stuck. So that's the benefit of your hidden paper clips. So let's just cut this down like this. Make sure we are sort of straight. Didn't really cut that very straight, did I? Oops. But that's okay. I'm going to round the corners, if I can fit this in. Ooh. There we go. Lovely. Put the lid on there. Let's have a little bit of ink around the edges. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're doing okay. We're doing good. Little bit of a longer video, but again, we are on Friday Freebie 100. So, which I can't believe actually. So I hope you guys like what I have made for you. And you're going to sort of like give it a go of making things, or just, it'd be nice to see what you make with it. This is just sort of like giving you an idea what I had in mind. Something nice and pretty for you to make, nice and sort of summery, like you're in your garden or in a pretty garden. Let's pop this on top. And then we have one very, very quick little embellishment there, like that. Should we pop a little bit of rose trim on here? I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of this, but I am going to have to find something else, aren't I? Pop you down there so that looks pretty. How lovely. Oops, there's a glue everywhere. Okay, so are we nearly done? I think maybe we are. So that's our, no, we need to do these letters, don't we? Our lovely little snail mail to go in here. So again, I'm just going to fold these over like that. I'm going to round the corners. Oops. I think it looks really nice with the corners rounded. I'm going to take those and we're going to pop those inside our lovely little envelope, close it up, pop our hidden paper clip on there like that to close the envelope. We've got our two little tags and our lovely little pocket there. Let's stick that down, make sure that's on. And here we have our lovely little folio folder, whatever you'd like to call it. And I just love it. I'm loving it with the blue on there actually. It's a nice pretty blue. Are these stuck down? I believe so. Make sure they were on there properly. We've got our little belly band there. We've got a little bit, so I think that's probably still a little bit wet. And I'm going to just tie a little bow in here. And then we have our lovely little set for you. And there we go. Look at that. I think that's just gorgeous. So there we go, guys. I'm just going to add a little bit. Let's just add a little bit of stickles on here. And on here. Perfect. So there we go. So there we are, guys. Thank you so much for all your input for the Friday freebie. for 100. I hope you like what I've made for you. So there we go. So please remember to print it off, whether you're going to do it now or not, but make sure you print it off and save it. Or not necessarily print it, just download it and save it to your computer or one of your devices, so you've got it for the future, because they are not on there and they won't be on there forever. And if you're not on Facebook, you can purchase this from my Etsy store or Ko-fi. All the links will be down below, and it is a very, very minimal cost. And this week everything is going to be on there from the last month, so you'll be able to purchase that as well. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and a big thank you for everything, for all of your support on my Etsy group, my Etsy, my Ko-fi, my Facebook, everything, all my social media. I really do appreciate it. So take care, stay safe, have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.